Why have we reached a point where truth is whispered and ignorance is shouted from the rooftops? We live in a time where intelligent voices are being silenced, not because they're wrong, but because they might offend those who refuse to listen. But here's the truth. Silencing wisdom doesn't make the world better. It makes it weaker. It's the brave, the thinkers, and the innovators who push humanity forward, not those who fear being challenged. So don't be afraid to speak up, even when the world tries to quiet you. Your voice has power.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's broadcast where we call The Opposing Viewpoint. The Opposing Viewpoint is a program where we had a look at waiting to happen, waiting at the general perspective, maybe government's opinion on that, or other people's opinion on that, and then come up with my own opinion. And I've wished for really engage citizens, fellow citizens, them in a way so that we all go able to understand exactly how things stay. And in today's program, I want for discuss on two things. One, that the Yenga issue. With all government spokespeople, they talk about government they engage in diplomatic stance, that they take diplomatic stance against the aggressing Guinea. So and then as a result, they don't want to go into any military sort of engagement with Guinea. As a citizen of Sierra Leone, we be born in the war and know exactly what war mean. I get speaking there right now, and I enjoy the peace we Sierra Leone gets. I don't want to let me begin to go through any of what I go through. I eat a certain food na bush. At the time when I be small guy with my mama, and a single mother, we strive as best as he can for provide for me and my big sister. So I know exactly what it mean for making live in war. I know they even anticipate that. So now he make the area of diplomatic engagement is more than welcome, not only by me but by all Sierra Leonean citizens we know waiting a war. However, though we know they anticipate war, we know they even dream themselves like we country go to war with any nation, even if na the weakest nation in the world. We know they anticipate that day. However, when it comes to protecting the territorial integrity of the one and only place where we sabi as country, and we get leaders, then we say, then they use diplomatic means, we dey embrace them. And how we dey embrace them? We go want to see not only discussion, not only talks, we go want to see diplomatic actions taken for force the Guineans then for come to a table with we. Granted that they don't make we leaders them, they don't take the high level, but they talk about high level because now according to them, to the Guineans them, these are not high level. They don't take high level delegation to Yenga. Yeah, and Yenga, there is Yenga, when is Sierra Leone land, currently they under the occupation of the Guineans them. So with Sierra Leoneans them, with Sierra Leonean leaders them left here, everybody apart from the president don't engage with the Guineans them on this land. I mean the Yenga land. let them understand say land belong to we. From 2002, that engagement has been there. There are communiques where they show say indeed Guinea we don't agree for let them give the land, let them move away from the land where they beyond the Makona River, where they into Sierra Leone to the Sierra Leonean people. In 2005, in 2010, all of the engagements below they happen. And the Yenga today in problem not so something way you go cast them on one person or one leader from Tijanka. Well, before independence, 1912, they say the Guineans then been also come to that ending and say that they get the land. So this is even something we, before independence, Yenga has always been a place for Guinea. Where Guinea they think say that they get them. So in 1912 there was that understanding, saying that they get the land. But somewhere around the 1970s, an agreement between Sierra Leone and Guinea through the former colonizers, them England and France, and they get an understanding that all lands will be beyond the natural borders, the natural border when at the river Moa or the Makona River belong to either Guinea or Sierra Leone. If you dig beyond the Makona River on the side of Guinea and Guinea land, if you dig beyond the Makona River on the side of Sierra Leone and Sierra Leone land, from around the 1970s. But during the war, we get the Guineans and scam in the disguise. Now this first we need to understand. Guinea has always been a very bad neighbor to Sierra Leone, because for the one that we travel, we during the war then go over to Guinea. Then when they talk about the ordeals them, how the Guineans then treat them as foreigners in Guinea. You need to compare them to we people then travel to Liberia. Yes, within a foreign land, you get challenges. But the challenges we Sierra Leonean brothers and sisters go through na Guinea, we will be in Liberia will not go through half. So Guinea has always been a very bad neighbor to Sierra Leone, and for which if me have been a leader in Sierra Leone, for always know exactly how to engage with Guinea on any matter, diplomatic or not. So they become in the guise of helping the military for conquer the whatever it was, the rebels there. And we then can station the military na Yenga Day. And they then station. And according to what was it, the vet after the war, they refused to go back. In 2002, the war done, they refused to go back. They tell them say you guys need to go back to your place. They agree. But they not go. In 2005, they get an undertaking that yes, this land indeed belongs to Sierra Leone, and because of that, they will have to go. They will get a move from the land and go. But somewhere around there, they come back. Yenga and can station there. The military, they can station there. And then see what they happen. We leaders are always say, well, it is happening at Yenga. We leaders they always say it's happening at Yenga. We not get much consent with what they happen. No, the leaders of Guinea, be it from Dumbuya, from Condé to Dumbuya, everybody with the Guinea, when a leader, they very much know say the soldiers that threaten the lives of Sierra Leoneans where they live around Yenga, where they live na Yenga, not even around. But the military is an institution. We know they act on their own. They take command from the top, and the top here in this case, the president winner, whoever he is, Dumbuya. Okay? And then people here in 2025 come and hoist them pin them Guinean flag right on the land of Sierra Leone. They don't even station the military there. Why is that? And Yenga is not even the only place in Sierra Leone where they go through, where they close to Guinea, where Guinea they take right now. It is not. When you go to Falaba district, there are lands there that are being grabbed by Guineans. When you go to Cambia, there are lands there that are being grabbed by Guineans. Okay? You go to Pujong, the reason they say Guinea is not a friend, we are not only sharing border with Guinea, we are sharing border with Liberia, we are sharing border with Guinea. But the reckless way with Guinea they behave to Sierra Leone, Liberia not they ever do such a thing. Ever Liberia not they do such a thing. We get lands, we get some confused borders with Liberia. But there has never been a time Liberians there don't even think I'm saying that for take we land, because they are civilized, they are decent people. They are not like those hooligans we get in the south. We get in Guinea. So engaging diplomatically, we get several examples of nations where don't fight diplomatically and don't win wars with them colleagues, them with the neighbors, them. Where you see, we governments, I mean Sierra Leone government, and they talk about government, not only Marabio in governments, but all governments of Sierra Leone have been very, very hypocritical about we land. That internal or external aggression where we military day for, governments not ever try for capacitate them for make them able for defend we country inside and outside. Because I tell you this, how every year we recruit soldiers them, but we not get the thing what it take for that they even go to the world front and fight with anybody where they try for terrorize the country. We military a less capacitated when it comes to tools for use. We not even get a chopper in this country. We not get nothing where we really show we military mind to it, apart from the motorman them. Because every year they get a budget line for that, recruit new soldiers them. But you are recruiting soldiers, maybe not for just the UN missions that they go so that government gets more money for NTR. Because if it is really for the defense of the country itself, you've got to I don't know when are the last time they buy anything, or when are the last time they buy weapons for we soldiers in Sierra Leone. But let we forget about that one, because my intention not to for in any way blow horn for war. But let we say we engage diplomatically. You don't send, we don't get 1, 2, 3 agreements where they aside. We say Guinea and they don't show say yes the land na Yenga na Sierra Leone get am. But you see they move the military. That is an aggression. They move the soldiers them. They can station na we land. They put Guinean flag up there. That is an aggression for which you don't need courts for that. You don't need courts for that. Let's say because of the mindset we get today in Sierra Leone, say we soldiers then we not get the kind of sophisticated, training and soldier or whatnot for the army. Okay? But diplomatically, if I were the president of Sierra Leone, as we hear that one they say they don't put flag in that place there. Our next engagement is to kick everybody we get connection with Guinea to Sierra Leone. Everybody we get connection with Guinea and Sierra Leone is going to be kicked out. That includes the diplomats and everybody. You kick them out, until we get a discussion, until we get an engagement with them, and the final result for be then take the militaries out of the place. That is how we engage that is how we engage diplomatically. We not say we go to war. We go to war. I mean, war is not even something anybody can say I will win. Guinea is as less sophisticated as Sierra Leone is, and when it comes to the one-on-one blow, it's not something that they can see we will win. Nobody can take over that. If that was going to be the case, as sophisticated as Israel is, therefore done with Hamas long ago. As sophisticated as Russia is, therefore done with Ukraine long ago. As sophisticated as how you call the country, India is, the land where they call Kashmir, not for done up to now in tension. Okay, those are just 3 examples of sophisticated armies who don't fight with less sophisticated nations. So for Guinea, where we all the thrive, where we all the deeper grab stuff them, let them feel say, I mean for we they think say they are so sophisticated to the point that if we say we fight them in 1 minute, run down everything, that's a big lie. I know they anticipate war. I don't tell you, I was born during the war. I don't go through the hurdles of war. I get picking them. I don't want to let anybody go through what I go through. Okay? However, but if that's the last result, like Guinea, let nobody say, let no Sierra Leone think say Guinea is like, I'm not gonna say America, because America has engaged in several wars that don't go and lost with less sophisticated nations. They engage with Vietnam, they lost. When they say superpower, they engage with Vietnam, they lost. They don't go to Afghanistan, they lost. They go to Iraq, they lost. 3 wars, superpowers with less equipped militaries, they lost all. So Guinea does not have that military might for engage with Sierra Leone, and we lost them. It's not possible. But the land called Sierra Leone has to be protected, has to be defended. If it has to do with kicking out everybody who gets blood where they connect them to Guinea, then we must do that so that we can get back our land. Yeah? But we're not gonna do that. We just go on radio stations to radio station, they talk. We don't engage this, we don't engage this. They are not going to do the UN or whatever organization, not they do anything until we do something for ourselves. Until we cut all diplomatic ties with Guinea. Guinea is not going to be pushed to the wall. Guinea gets everything. Yeah? But the survivor, the sustenance when it comes to food and everything, most of them food, I mean, when you go to the Guinea border, you know exactly how Guinea relies on Sierra Leone for their food. Yeah? And we as a nation, we did talk about we did try for, we know the Sierra Leone is Salon, we just too lazy. Everything about we, well, can I say everything is surrounded on the cities? No, because even in the cities themselves, with the people they struggle now, yeah, lights no day, water no day, health problem now, you know, everything with the first one. Me not from Liberian border, yeah. For let we government try and connect with, I mean, economically, for let we government try and connect with the communities within at the borders, be it Sierra Leone or Liberia border. Oh goodness, that's a very, very tall order for them. They're not able to do them. So now they make, we people then get them in small business them, that they either go to Guinea or they go to Liberia, because like the nations them where they as a how you call them, as neighbors to we, they come with businesses, you know, close to we borders, where they attract we investment, where they attract we foods into their own countries. But we, on the other hand, not get that time day. We not get that time day or take on wetin belong to him. That is so emasculating. How you go say diplomatically you don't go get the diplomat and I also we dey pay everything for them, everything, the security and everything is being taken care of by us, and you say then we get the soldiers and they put with citizens them under their lives them under threat, economic, business, everything is put on hold at Yenga and a host of other places na Sierra Leone, and you say you are engaging diplomatically. How are you engaging? When you get them for when you get them now, when you get a diplomat there with we, for how you they engage? You kick them out until we have a final destination on the lands. Not even one, because not only Yenga now, not only Yenga we Guinea don't thief. They don't thief boku other lands than Sierra Leone. Yeah? That is not just the Yenga issue. We know we people we governments don't care. They don't care at all. The other thing again we puts me off. Now this Koidu Holdings business. Last night I listened to everything we the former, when I say former lady, the first lady, Fatima Bio, and the people who get Koidu Holdings go through, and I see videos where a pool of Sierra Leoneans we be the work with Koidu Holdings. We don't get damages that enhance them. We don't get damages. Some have been killed because of the engagement with Koidu Holdings. But the families that are left poor, and we get them, they still exist now to the point that they now threaten we own sister, we have Fatima. Yeah, and we still get Koidu Holdings data. Wait, at times I dey even wonder if Salone even did for we. If Salone na even a Sierra Leonean land. If na a place this way we Sierra Leoneans for say yes we get a country. Because how you will get a foreigner in South Africa, the one we get Koidu Holdings, they threaten a Sierra Leonean and say they make sure a destroy am along with his family, and then we still have them functioning in this country and they make money. How is it that we cannot review their contract with their business with us and then we end it right there? If really not be we not be a nation we care for we citizens then. That's what people do. That's what they do. One of the reasons we to make we you go on social media today, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso is being loved, is being worshipped by the people of Burkina Faso and all Africans we mean good for Africa, and because he puts in people first. We come is say we as Africans, especially Burkinabes, for able for grow and eat within then they grow. What did it do? You not just talk like we Marabio talk say in this in final year we forget a nation, we forget we for able for feed Salome. But what things already do for sure say it mean waiting he say it come with tools them. It work with Burkinabes, home and abroad, make the country attractive, kick out all foreign investors so that the people of Burkina Faso will be able to take ownership of their own development. That man they don't build, they don't work with Burkinabes. They don't build factories for processed food, grow food. We will help them. For let them not rely on foreign investments. It don't currently as I talk, the country called Burkina Faso is under construction. After independence, only 3,000 kilometers was built, roads was built. But the guy don't take them upon himself say in every year they make sure they get 5,000 kilometers of road constructed, and he's doing it. He's not just saying it. Not like Queen we the only thing we sabi do na for write fancy documents, map na media talk fancy talks them, and we know they implement it what they say. So the land at Yenga, if it belongs to Sierra Leone, we must see actions taken for free with people na Yenga, and we not go get them by going to courts no more. Yeah, Guineans don't believe in courts. I mean, they not even belong to any international communities right now. The best way we can do diplomatically is to kick anybody who get Guinean connection out of Sierra Leone. We then go then create tension at Guinea, then government go think why the government go think twice. But for say we go left down so, like what they happen, so we see gets the how you call them, then diplomats then we get the business then traders and they do businesses you know, they take the money and go to back na Guinea and go invest in Guinea, pay taxes in Guinea. We think say so we they engage, and that is how we engage. We are not doing anything, and another make they take advantage of the lands we belong to Sierra Leone. That is laziness. Our government is doing nothing. Government of Yankaba, government of Aneskroma, and now Madabio as a military man, he's even worse than than civilians, because I know they expect a military man we don't suffer in a bush for make sure say it defend the national integrity of this country. Go come and begin to engage like with. Yeah, because on a more serious note, how in the world this not ever happen in the days of Yankaba or Aneskroma, or like Guinea and they can't put them base now we will land. But it happened in the days of somebody we don't suffer a bush as a soldier, and then we still go about we engage international community. Which international community? You kick the people out right now. Kick everybody we get for do it. We get connection with Guinea. From them business people them to everybody. The stores on the left arm. Yeah? The store that the left arm you give them to Sierra Leoneans them. Where the life don't where them go threat, where them go na Guinea go and Asabi Guineans for the lawless the kind of day. Where them go na Guinea and go create tension na Guinea. The president go be forced for do the needful. But we not go do am with this. Don't know how we pay pass every day. Every year we use boku Sierra Leoneans the money. Taxpayers' money they move around. We say we go engage and waiting. Engage fruitlessly where we not produce anything. To me, these are the opposite viewpoints. We need to engage diplomatically, but with action. Thank you.